Oh, how you doing? Listen, I have a protection order against someone by the name of Joseph Earl McPeak that lives up there, and he broke the protection order, and I called the police down here, and I told them I want to put a report in, and they said if the protection order is already in, and he has broken it, there's no need for them to file a report, but to call you all and let you all know that he's broken the protection order. He said there's no police report have to be done.
Okay.
So I would like to have him arrested for breaking the protection order.
Oh, no, that's not how that works.
Okay, so if he
If they need us to arrest them, they'll get a hold of us through the law enforcement network to make those arrangements. But we can't just go arrest somebody based on a phone call from us.
okay, so who has to contact you to go and arrest him because he did break the PPO? Tell me the person who has who has.
If you're a victim, let me finish the sentence.
Okay.
You would make report with the jurisdiction or the court that gave you the PPO.
Mm-hmm.
So, did you notify the court, tell them that he broke the PPO?
No, I have not notified the court because I didn't know I had to notify. Because the police officer told me I didn't have to notify nobody but you guys, because you guys have a copy of the protection order on file there. And if he does, I mean, all I have to do is just show you what he's done, and you're supposed to go and arrest him. Now, the thing about it is that we tried to contact you all before about actually getting him served, and instead of serving him, you all decided not to serve him. And I think it's because somebody up there works there, and they probably know him, and you all didn't serve him. For 3 weeks, we waited for you guys to serve him.
I have another line ringing, so I'm going to grab this other line. So contact the court that the PPO is through.
Oh, okay, well, thank you. Thank you. What's your name? Before you go, what's your name?
Dispatcher Cross.
Who?
Dispatcher Cross.
Okay, I'll make sure I tell the judge that when I call, because you have the PPO. You have the PPO. You have it on file. Yeah, time to call the judge. Actually, speak to her supervisor.
Wait, Lake Police, please hold.
I think it's kind of funny. I think it's kind of funny she hung up on me. She hung up on me after I started asking them some questions about them not serving him for 3 weeks. She said, "Oh, I gotta go somewhere now." It's like, yeah, I mean that's cool. That's cool. Something strange is going on up there. Something really strange is going on up here. Because they wouldn't serve him. I mean, actually, they called him before they went to actually go and serve him. I mean, that's funny. And then he called them and said, "Don't serve me," and then they didn't serve him. So we had to wait almost 2-3 months for them to actually for him to actually show up in court. I'm about to call this judge.
Wait, Lake Police, how can I help you?
Yes, can I speak to your supervisor?
You sure can, sir.
Lieutenant Lavery.
How you doing, sir? I'm calling you to let you know that I have a protection order against someone, and he has broken the protection order, and I'm contacting you to let you know. I've already called the police in my jurisdiction, and they said I do not have to call nobody down there, but to call you all up there in Michigan to let you know that he has broke the PPO, and I'm not too clear what's going on because we've had issues with your police department going to actually issue the guy the actual protection order because you all called him and told him he was going to get served, and then he called you all and told him that he's not going to take it, and y'all didn't serve him, and it took you all.
PPOs, first of all. If we ran across somebody that had a PPO that we saw in the system that was unserved, then we would verbally serve it, but we do not take paperwork and serve PPOs.
Okay, well, what happened is that this is the White Lakes Police, White Lakes, Michigan, and what happened is that it took 3 weeks for him to get served. And my lawyer called you all and asked you all the second time why wasn't he served, and it's because he called you and said he called your department and said that he didn't want to get served and he will not take it, and you all didn't serve him. Now I've never heard of that before, and now he has broken the PPO. And I'm telling you all that he's broken the PPO. And I don't know who I was just talking to, but she said I have to call the court to let them know. And the officer I was on the phone with a few minutes ago, because one time I called and I told you all that he has broken the PPO, and then you told me that I had to go and call my police precinct. I called them and they told me I don't have to call them because there's a protection order out there, and all I have to do is let you all know that he's broken it and just give y'all the evidence to let you all know and see for you all selves that he has broken it by communicating with me. Now, what exactly do you need? Because I don't know what's going on, why y'all can't enforce the PPO.
The court has to issue a PPO violation hearing for him to answer to.
Okay. So if I call the judge, I could call the...
You need to go to the court, your
Okay.
jurisdiction that issues the PPO, tell the court that he has violated the PPO, and provide them with the evidence of the violation.
Okay,
They
so...
will then set a hearing date for the PPO violation. He will be subpoenaed somehow, and he will have to go. What state do you live in?
I live in Missouri.
I highly doubt he's going to show up to Missouri for a PPO violation hearing, but I mean, he would be in violation of a subpoena at that point. It would then be up to the sheriff's office in that area, if we came across him, to extradite him out on that warrant.
Okay, so...
Misdemeanor warrant, so most of the time, there is no extradition on misdemeanor warrants. In order for him to be arrested on that PPO violation warrant, he would actually have to get caught in Minnesota.
Michigan.
He's in Minnesota, right?
No, he's in Michigan.
No, where do you live?
I live in Missouri.
Oh, Missouri, I'm sorry. He would have to be caught in Missouri to be brought into custody on that warrant. But you have to notify the court that there's been a violation.
Okay.
Okay?
All right. Well, what I was told is if he does something, I have to call you all to have something done. But I'll talk this over with
We don't even have the jurisdiction to enforce an out-of-state PPO, especially if it's a violation where he hasn't physically come to you. If he is just contacting you across state lines through the phone or the internet or whatever the case may be, there's no violation until the judge says there's a violation.
Okay. So right now he can go against the judge's orders and do whatever he wants to, right?
Well, he can't legally do that, but
But he's doing it, and I'm trying to figure out who's going to enforce it. If you guys can't enforce it,
the
who?
court has to enforce it.
Okay, so if the court enforces it, then it comes down to you guys. Will you guys go and do what the court says and arrest them?
Hang on, nope. I just explained it to you. You're not listening to me. If the court issues a warrant, if the court says he violated the PPO, they will issue a warrant for his arrest. Okay? However, if they tell us, hey, this guy's got a warrant for his arrest, we'll go and try to pick him up on the warrant, but it's up to them to extradite. They don't extradite on misdemeanor warrants, which means they're going to have to come here and get him, and they won't do that.
So he can break the law then, legally.
I'm not saying he can legally break the law, but
Well,
they have to be able to pick him up, and the prosecutor's office has to authorize, because it's not free to go pick somebody up.
Right.
The prosecutor's office has to pay for it, and to pay for the officers to get on a plane, fly here, take him into custody, and fly back with him. They typically do not do that on lower order crimes, such as misdemeanors that are PPO violations, especially PPO violations that involve contact through the internet.
Okay. All right. So
And I'm pretty sure I know who you're talking about. This guy calls us all the time.
I know he does.
You.
Yeah, he calls.
Okay.
He calls about me.
You guys should just block each other if he doesn't.
I listen. I can't block someone, right? I can't block him from doing the stuff that he's doing. That's why I took him to court. I took him to court so this stuff can stop, right? Because you told me. I think I talked to you about this about a year or so ago when we had a conversation about him keeping. Huh?
wasn't me.
Well, I don't know who it was, but it was somebody at the police precinct who called me. We had a conversation about this, and at the time, I did not take him to court. Had no plans to take him to court. But then I had no choice but to take him to court and get this arrangement with the police.
But you're saying you took him to court. Did he come to Missouri?
No, we did it. We did it all because the COVID thing. We did it all online. He came. He was online. After he got served. Yeah, it was all online. And he agreed not to contact me whatsoever, but he keeps doing it. He does it every day. And
you just need to contact. Well, I mean, if he's contacting you, by some fashion. I don't understand why you can't just block him.
I try to. I mean, he keeps making. See, you can't block him because he puts these videos on YouTube. And
videos on YouTube talking about you is not a violation of a PPO.
Well, yeah. Well, in this case, it
not.
yes, it is because we went to the court and exactly it says it in the PPO. I'm just saying what we told the judge and what the judge put in the order. That's what I'm talking about. I mean, I know you're a policeman. I know you know a lot of everything, but that's what the judge put in there. That's what we told the judge, and
then you need to tell the judge what he's doing. We'll see if they issue a violation.
All right. Well, okay. Well, I'm gonna go and try to get in contact. I don't know if they'll be able to contact because we got a COVID thing going down here again. But we're gonna try to contact the judge again. Actually, it's my first time contacting him after the fact about what he's doing and just show him the judge what he's doing.
What they're gonna do is issue a hearing date because this isn't an emergency situation. This is not a situation where your life is in danger.
No.
Where he would be arrested immediately on site.
So,
in violation.
right. So
you're going to tell them that he's violating it. They're going to issue a court date, notify him that he has to zoom into the court, and then there'll be a hearing. And if the judge says, yeah, this is a violation, the judge will levy sanctions. If the judge says this is not a violation, then it's going to be dismissed.
All right. Well, I guess we're gonna do it this way because I'm pretty sick of this. Pretty sick of it. It's. I don't know what to do, but we'll just do it this way.
Yep.
All right. Thank you, sir.
All right. Yep. Bye-bye.
All right. So I gotta call my lawyer so she can call me. The only way I get in contact with the judge is to contact my lawyer. I gotta go contact her. I'm gonna have to contact her, tell her what he's doing, and just let them know that they don't want to cooperate whatsoever. I mean, this is like every time I call up there, they told me, well, you got to call the police, and they had the police, and I called the police, and I already talked to them, and they told me that if the PPO is in, I don't have to do all this stuff. And then you call them, they're like, oh, well, you got to do this and you got to do that. I mean, I don't get it. I mean, and I also had to bring up the fact that we served him and y'all called him, and it's like they don't want to fucking do shit. It's like, and I kept on asking the points, like, so he can keep on breaking the law, right? And then he didn't want to answer that because the way he was explaining, he was like, yeah, you can keep breaking the law, But the thing about it is, I'm gonna have to call a judge. I'm going to have my lawyer contact the judge and let the judge see for himself. See, the thing about this, Joe don't have to be there in order for me to show the judge that he keeps trying to contact me. He keeps on doing this shit. Joe don't have to be there. And then, just the whole fact of just getting a warrant on him. And I think that's what's going to happen. He's just going to have a warrant on him. So if he goes out, if he goes to little hot spots, little clubs, and starts some trouble and get arrested, well, then he'll get extradited then, I guess. This is what he was saying. I'm not sure. But the whole thing about it is that I'm just going to get off and call my lawyer.